We are staying up. Say we are staying up. What's going on, guys? Welcome back. It's episode number 24 of the RTG career mode. 2 games to go in the Premier League. And on the back of a 1-0 win over Everton at home park. That is that. Plymouth Argyle have survived their first year in the Premier League. So today it's the season finale. Going to play our final 2 league games. See who won what around the world. And one last look at the squad. First game, Spurs away. Come on, the Pilgrims. So guys, as the season finale is underway, I just want to say thank you so much for all the love and the support on this save. I know I keep saying it in the commentaries and the description and the comments, but genuinely, it's been fantastic. As Harry Kane, on his return to Spurs, gives Tottenham the lead 10 before the break. But I'm loving this save so much, man. You know, I didn't get into my last one, I'll be honest, but I am addicted to playing this save, man. I can't stop. I'm absolutely loving it, and your support is helping massively in keeping the enjoyment levels up as well. So thank you so much, guys. It's been class. Season 4 already in the next one. Crazy. 22 to go. Free kick for Plymouth. I'm going to try something different here and just kind of like knuckleball it in with a shot and see if it might ricochet towards Kante at the back post. Oh, I got in! Oh my god, it worked! It actually worked! The camera angle glitched a little bit, but it worked! Plymouth are in front. So that was a shot. I just want to be clear, that was a shot, not a cross. I used the circle, not the square button. Just tried to ricochet and a deflection to carry through to Kante at the back post, but it didn't make it to him. Instead, it was turning by Darko at the near post and heading in for an own goal by Basuma. What on earth is he doing? I've got no idea, but Plymouth have a leveller. My goodness, that is not the way I drew it up. But listen, goals are goals, and Mr. LV has just got an OG as Plymouth have the lead and possibly could turn the game on its head here late. Isaka to Tariq, back into the backup striker. He'll offload to McCann, off the bench. There's Kante in the middle, takes his time. Kante for the win! Oh! What a finish that would have been. Dear oh dear, penny for Postacoglu's thoughts, because someone's got to check Basuma's Bet365 account, because I think something's going on there. What on earth was he doing? I'll take it though. Draw against Spurs in our final away there this season. Let's play the final game against Manchester United and see how we get on. I'm going to assume he was just trying to head it back to the keeper, but didn't realise he was 5 yards to his left and on the floor. Anyway, final game, home park, Manchester United. We've got nothing to play for, locked in 16th, but the Red Devils might need to win to lock up European football. Nothing to play for us, but Ruben Amorim's side desperately needed 3 points. Come on, the Pilgrims. I mean, to be fair to Basuma, you do see AI defenders try and nod the ball back to the goalkeeper often now in FC. What a ball, O'Brien. But not normally when the goalkeeper's on the floor. Sanko! In for Kante. Gets us in front 16 minutes in. I've been impressed with him this season, man. As a backup striker, he's done really well. Solid end to the season for this from Plymouth as well, man. Like, we've done really well. I mean, obviously, big win against Leeds was huge. We've had a couple of good draws against Aston Villa and Brighton. And again, a great draw in North London against Spurs. Oh, O'Brien, what a ball. His passing stayed fantastic. Fernandes off the post. And Manchester United will clear. Great ball again. Fernandes to Frankie de Jong, space for him to shoot, and instead finds Marcus Thuram, who drills it past Hazard, who, to be fair, it seemed to go right through him. He seemed to dive out of the way there, Connor Hazard. And that's the thing about Hazard, man. Like, he's had another decent year for us, man. We've trusted him for the 3rd year, but you look at that shot. A goalkeeper at that level should not be diving out of the way of the ball. Red Devils with a leveller, but that's pretty poor from Hazard. He's made some good saves this year, but dropped some clangers as well. He reminds me a bit of Robert Sanchez, Connor Hazard. He makes some good saves, but he don't half drop some clangers. Even so, that'll do it. Season comes to an end. Back-to-back draws against 2 of the traditional top 6. No losses in 3 to end the season. That's a strong finish for Plymouth Argyle to our first season in the Premier League. So, as we take one final look at the Premier League table, as you can see, Manchester City champions by 12 points this season. Spurs 2nd, Chelsea 3rd, and Newcastle finishing in 4th in a real cluster of teams there. Arsenal 5th, Manchester United 6th, and Crystal Palace just about holding off Liverpool to finish in a Conference League spot. Liverpool, Brighton and Fulham wrapping up the top 10, and for Plymouth Argyle, a 16th place finish in our debut year, ending up 10 points above the bottom 3. Yes, we're the league's lowest scorers of only 26. That'll need to change next season, but most important thing, survival. That was my goal, we got it done. Wolves, Leeds and Bournemouth down to the 2nd tier. As for the domestic cups in England, Liverpool were Carabao Cup winners and Spurs beat Man City in the FA Cup final this year. So what a dream return for for Harry Kane, because not only did they win the FA Cup and finish in Champions League place, but they also won the Conference League as well. Harry Kane, he's lifted the curse. As for the Europa League this year, it was won by AS Roma beating Lazio in a Rome derby European final. That is so cool. And for the Champions League, we'll go on from the quarterfinals onwards, where I still can't believe it's nearly February and EA haven't fixed the Europa League branding. It's bizarre. But it was Bayern Munich who were champions this year, beating Man City by 3-1 in the Champions League final. Quick look at the other leagues, where Southampton and Ipswich are back in the Premier League. The playoffs will be Luton, Burnley, Norwich and Stoke City this season. In the third tier, Sheffield Wednesday and Stevenage promoted. Playoffs Wigan, Huddersfield, Fleetwood and Peterborough in League One this season. And as for League 2, top 3, Crawley Town, Notts County and Port Vale in England's 4th tier this season. As for Ligue 1, it's 3 straight for Paris Saint-Germain in this save. And the Harry Kane effect has been flipped. Now he's left by and they're finished in 2nd. Leverkusen, 1 point below. He's turned the curse on its head. And it's a League and European double for Roma, finishing champions of the Serie A, Napoli 2nd, Inter 3rd and Milan 4th. Final champions of the Eredivisie this season, finishing 3 clear of PSV. Unbeaten season for Benfica. Wow, 16, no, is it 16? No, 16 clear. 16 clear at the top. And speaking of unbeaten, at the end of the first phase in Scotland, Rangers top without a loss, 5 clear of Celtic. Real Madrid finished 6 clear of Barcelona for La Liga, Bilbao in 3rd, and we saw Villarreal in 4th this year. And it's 3 straight for Fenerbahce. Oh, Mourinho's got them cooking in Turkey in this save. 7 clear of Galatasaray for the Turkish Super League. And as for the MLS, well, right now, Messi's Miami are still unbeaten, but in 2nd place right now at this stage of the American Major League Soccer. Oh yeah, and for those curious, Ronaldo's retired. Ronaldo is now retired at this stage. That's why I'm not showing the Saudi Pro League. But there you go. So Messi's still going. For those curious, Messi's still going. And I always say you can tell he's still going or not based on how Inter Miami are getting on. But yeah, Messi's still there for now, but he is retiring at the end of this season. So to end the season, what we'll do is take one final look at our Plymouth team and assess where we need to strengthen for next season, our 4th year and our 2nd in the Premier League. Well, no doubt about it. A couple of players are definitely safe here. Mumba at fullback, still loving Van den Berg. Kante will stay as our main striker, and Mateus Fernandes, of course, the difference maker. We gambled on Fernandes, spending the bulk of our transfer budget on him, but didn't call him the difference maker for nothing. He made the difference in many games, and yeah, for the new season, we'll definitely need to improve certain areas, no doubt about that. I want more goal contributions from the flanks. Torok didn't score a single Premier League goal all season long. Neither did Whittaker until the injury as well. I think that's where I'm looking next season. On the flanks, we need 2 really good inside forwards. But of course, a lot of it is going to depend on our budget for the new season. Because ideally, what I'd like to do is bring in 2 new wingers. 2 really good inside forwards. Possibly even replace Conor Hazard between the sticks. 9 clean sheets, not bad for a struggling team, but not great either. And maybe even look for a really class CM to partner Van den Berg. Randell's alright. Obviously, Lewis O'Brien played there quite a bit as well. And of course, we brought in McCann too. But yeah, that's where I'd like to strengthen if I could. I'm just not sure we'll have the money to do all of it. But again, you look at the contributions on the flanks. That's where I think we really struggled this season. We didn't get anything out of Torok at all. No goals, no assists. Might try and loan him out last year. Of course, now he's broken his toe. And you look at Whittaker. No goals in the Premier League either, and only 1 assist in 20 prior to the ACL. That's not going to cut it if we want to improve. But even so, there's a lot of positives this season, far more positives than negatives. But if we want to take the next step, that's where I think we need to improve, on those inside forwards on the flanks. But of course, Van den Berg's going nowhere. Another great season for him. And again, what a decision to bring this guy in, man. We spent massive amounts of money on him, smashed the club record transfer fee. Questions asked when he got no goals or assists in our first 5 games. I think he made up for this slow start. 7 goals and 8 assists in 37 Premier League games. The difference maker. Phenomenal first year. We do have this lad coming back from loan though in the summer. So what I might do is loan out Torok and just start this lad. He's grown to 75 overall. This is the Togolese winger Robert Barr that we were quite excited about. Fantastic pace and decent technicals as well. But a solid first year for Sanko as well, coming in 3 goals and 3 assists in 21 games. Lots of those coming off the bench as well. And as for Kante, 13 goals in 33 Premier League games and 2 assists. And we saw him drop some clangers this year, missed a couple of sitters, fired a few blanks, but it's the big goals in the big games against Leeds, Wolves and Everton that kept us in the Premier League. That means he stays as our starting striker for next year. He is definitely not getting replaced. But that will do it for today's episode of the RTG Career, guys. Big thank you for watching. Really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, then please do drop a like. So you all have a fantastic day. I will return in the next one, the start of Season 4 and our second year in the Premier League, where fingers crossed, touch wood, we'll get a decent transfer budget and maybe bring in 1 or 2 more star names. Have a great day, guys. Much love, and I'll see you for a brand new season very soon.